This is a place of books and giving back in Madison. It's called Sid's Book Shack and Boutique, and it's set up to help provide access to communication devices to assist nonverbal people find their voices. My guests are co-owners Meredith Daggett and Paul DeJohn. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
All right, Meredith, I
Yes.
know this story is personal to you. Tell me how this came about in the first place.
So we have twin daughters. One is completely neurotypical, and then Sydney happens to be on the autism spectrum, and she's nonverbal. So I knew early on, I was a teacher, and I knew early on that there had to be something out there for these kids that are nonverbal. She's smart as a whip, understands everything receptively, just can't get it out. So we were in Texas at the time, and we kind of trialed an iPad with a speech program, kept with it. And then sure enough, it became more and more popular. We moved to Guilford, and Sid has been using her talker and speech program since second grade, and now the girls are 19. So
wow.
It's just opened up her world. I mean, the rest of the world knows what she's talking about, what she needs, and she's got a little sense of humor and tells jokes on her talker, so she's...
That's terrific.
Yeah.
She's turned into a typical teen.
Yeah,
So,
she's,
okay, so,
yes.
Paul, how did the business model come about? And there's books and there's give back. Tell me about that.
So during COVID, we were looking for something for Sydney to do, and we had planned on doing kind of a book exchange on the Guilford Green. Well, we put it on Facebook. People were so amazing. They started showing up at the house with cases of books, and just the outpouring of support was amazing. So we rented a small space in Guilford at the time, and we were worried we didn't have enough books. And the whole plan was to put them there, and we decided to make it a nonprofit and provide these speech devices, these talkers, to the kids that can't afford them. That turned into a huge success. We ended up moving to Madison to a building 5 times the size.
All right, so are they new books, used books? Tell me how it works when I walk in the door.
So basically they're used books, although some people do donate new books.
Children age?
Everything.
Everything. Okay.
Nonfiction, fiction. We also do puzzles and games, and just as long as everything's in pretty good condition, we'll accept it. So, yeah. And the other thing, too, is it's kind of morphed into not only doing the whole talker thing, but we also do job training for those with special needs.
Wow.
So that's become a huge focus now,
So this
too.
is life-changing.
Yeah.
How can the public best help the two of you to help others?
There's a few different ways. Book donations are the best way to do it. We also do fundraisers on a regular basis. And one other thing is when you come in and you see the special needs kids from either the Guilford Transition Program, Vista, Sarah, talk to them. They're just like everybody else. They just want to feel accepted. And that's probably some of the biggest ways you could help us, is just letting these kids know that they're typical, they're normal, they're part of society.
I can't wait to come in there and just sit on the floor and watch all this happen.
It's fun.
Well, thank you both. You're changing the world. Your daughter changed the world, and that's her normal, and you're making it normal for other kids and adults just like that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And if you'd like to know more about Sid's Book Shack and Boutique in Madison, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app. So this couple, I love them. They're advocating for the nonverbal. Meredith talked about she had twins, and one of her daughters, she wants to get it out, but she can't. So through these talking devices, which they buy for kids who can't afford them on their own, they're changing lives. So go to Sid's Book Shack in Madison. Great. Take your extra books, gently used, and they'll sell them, and they can make worlds just open up. I think it's terrific.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, changing the world. Thank
Yep.
you, guys.
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.